The hardest part of doing something like this is starting it off. I don't know how to start it off. I want to talk about an orange for an hour because I saw someone on YouTube do the same thing with a banana, I think. It was a potato. And the second time he talked about a peanut for 2 hours. He said it was an artistic, creative exercise relating all of your conversations, all of your stories to one subject, the subject of conversation. So let's start out. This is an orange. It's the color orange. It doesn't make any sense to me why the color orange is also called the fruit orange. What's up with that? The texture of it's really smooth. It's not your typical orange. Oranges are usually twice the size of this. And yeah, not nearly as smooth as this, to be fair. It looks like it has pores, like on the human skin. You can see mine now. I got a pretty good camera now. I just got an iPhone. On the topic of pores, now get this. I could relate everything I'm saying to his big story that barely has anything to do with oranges, but as long as it's somewhere in there, in that story, I can still talk about it. Okay. Do I have any orange stories? Any anecdotes? I was thinking about doing research before I started doing this, just so I could look stuff up beforehand and then talk about it here. But I don't have anything. They grow from trees. Have you seen an orange tree? I must have at some point, but I don't remember ever really. I don't remember a time where I've seen one and kept it to memory. So I don't really have too much. I drink orange juice every day. If you squeeze this, juice is going to come out, and people put it into bottles. They bring it to ShopRite, and then I take the bottles home and then drink them in the morning. This is so hard. But if I keep doing this, I might get better at it. It's a public speaking skill, I think. So how do you start this off? Okay. From kindergarten to 6th grade, I played football for my school, right? I was horrible at it. I didn't like doing it. I still don't like football today, even though I try to get into it. It's just not for me. When I was playing football, most of the time during the games and in practices, when I didn't have to play, I would just be sitting on the sidelines like playing in the dirt, and it was really fun. But there was this one time where our team was up like 20 points. They just scored a touchdown, and then they had to do they either had to kick it off for a goal to get that extra point or have some kid run up with the ball, and they let me run up with the ball, and I actually did it. There was like 4 kids on me. But every time there was the little halftime show, our team would go off to the sidelines, and then all of the football kids' moms would bring over a bunch of oranges for us. And they didn't satiate us like Gatorade and water did. There was more like nutritional shit in here that really amped you up. Like it really revitalized you. And I think growing up, I even hated oranges, but there was nothing else I could eat during that time. So I kind of had to deal with it and eat them. But I think because I was so hungry and thirsty, like in the middle of the game, at that point I'm kind of dehydrated. It's really refreshing having a good orange juice too. It's just really good for you. A lot of good vitamins in there. But they didn't give us halos. They gave us the real orange. The big thing. This one's tiny. I was thinking about making this video for about a week because Daniel Henschel did it. I might have already said that, but so I thought if I want to do this every day for spring break for an hour, I should probably stash up on fruits. I didn't do that at all. I had opportunities to. I went to ShopRite during that time. I just didn't think, I don't know. I definitely should have done that. Just should have went into the fruit aisle, just picked out some random stuff. I keep dropping it. But I went out with some friends yesterday and asked them if they have any fruits I could just come over and grab, but they didn't have anything that I didn't have. They all had bananas and oranges just like me. But they had real oranges and I just have the bootleg version. There's a thing about orange genetics, if that's what you call them. Because this is a fully grown orange for this little species of them. But it's not your typical orange because typical oranges grow up to twice the size. So what's up with that? Why is there species of oranges? What's the big idea? I never seen an orange tree. I don't even see apple trees around here. They're dead in the first place, as you can see, but we got to bring that back. You see in like, what do you see? You see on posters for like orchards and stuff, they all just have one kind of tree, like especially apple orchards. They just have one kind of tree in this big area, but you don't really see them out in the wild. Like I feel like you used to be able to. Like let's say 100 years ago, I don't know. Maybe because I'm in an urban area. I'm not really sure. Talking about urban stuff. They use the same kind of vegetation to give this city kind of a green vibe, but they all use the same kind of greenery, so the areas don't really stand out from each other. They all kind of blend together, in my mind at least. Just put an orange tree down or something. Really citrusy. It's good for you. Apparently. It's good for your diet, I think. But if you had to live off of oranges for a couple months, how badly will that affect your body? I got no idea. I got no idea. What do you think would happen? What's even worse is that I don't want to pause it all. So if I don't know what I'm talking about and I'm really curious to look something up, I can't do it. So that's why I probably should do research next time before I talk about a banana and apple. That's what I have left at my house. I could probably grab garlic or something. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have to be fruits. It could just be like a peanut like Daniel did. Something edible. I could bring a whole thing of steak, but that's kind of weird. So yeah, I wouldn't even think to do that legitimately or seriously. What's up with this? Like, why does this look like that? They're like tiny pumpkins, if you think about it. Especially when it's scratched up and you see the white under the casing, you know? It's like a pumpkin. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Last night I was thinking about all these kinds of things I could talk about with apples and bananas. I didn't want to cheat myself and just bring those ideas and thoughts into this, because that's like, I want to challenge myself a little bit. So I thought I'd pick the one that I have the least relationship with, even though I have orange juice every single day. I never really have oranges. I used to when I ran track, just to have a little healthy snack in between practices, you know. But I've sort of strayed away from them. Now I just stick to bananas. Wow, this sucks. Oranges. No, I have stories for apples, bananas. I just eat oranges. I used to eat oranges. Now I just drink orange juice. That's all I got to say about oranges. You know, this really isn't that interesting. But relating it to a pumpkin. They have a harder shell. Like I said, this one is soft. I can squish it. What's up with that? It's that genetics again. It's the orange genetics. Like, what's up with that? I'm going to spread myself out so thin doing this. Oh my goodness. Orange. I guess the pores. Because it does look like it has like human pores on it. I always got bad comments about my leg hair. So I shaved it last week. But I didn't do it right. And got the strawberry or raspberry skin. You know, I got little rashes. You got to treat your fucking body right. If you ever want to do something, watch a video first, okay? Like, it's not even that bad, but I'm just saying, when you're stepping into a new arena, do a little research first before you make a big mistake, all right? You can say the same thing about making this video. But the good thing is, if it's too bad, I'll just get rid of it at some point, like all the vlogs. And I made about 150 videos on this channel, and there's like 6 up. Like, who cares, bro? If it's not good, I'll just trash it. Or if I don't like how I represented myself, I could just get rid of it. Like, it's really no big deal. But what if this turns out to be really good? And I get some really great orange anecdotes. And I master it. It might be good. It's been 13 minutes. No, this is horrible. Okay. I got nothing. What the fuck? In the English language, the color orange is spelled the same way as the fruit orange. It can't be the same way in different languages or in different cultures. So why is it that in English, the color orange is also spelled the fruit orange? Talking about other cultures, though. I read in my urban geography class that some indigenous cultures and tribes in America around the 1600s, maybe 1400s, their relationship with water, it was like they treated it like some sort of entity. And this all will tie back to the orange eventually. Just imagine this. Close your eyes for a second. You walk up to a stream. You say, "Hello, stream." And you listen to the waves. Not the waves, but the water flowing and rushing. Brushing against the rocks and the leaves. Maybe you see some like deer drinking out of it or something. Then you ask it, "Do you mind if I take some water?" You listen again. You grab your bucket. You scoop it up. And you thank it. Then you go back home. I drink water every day. I don't think twice about when I drink it. I just drink it because I'm thirsty. especially nowadays because we're so fucking keyed up on social media. Everything's moving so fast nowadays. We don't got time to appreciate what we got. Especially water, because without that, we would be dead in 3 days, pretty much. It's the cleanest thing you could possibly drink. Think about your relationship with water, and then think about your relationship with oranges. It's not some kind of entity or person we communicate with, but they might as well be. Although we can't communicate with it, we can talk at it. It's still here with us, you know? I just find that really interesting. I got all these buzzer words I could use. I feel bad saying them. Like in our society, how we treat certain things. Like what we think is common, what we think isn't kosher. No, I really dropped it. I was going to eat this afterwards. Now I might not. However, this thing has some protective casing around it, and that's by design. Evolution did that. Birds or whoever eats oranges, they used to fly up into the trees and get into their guts, but they have this protective casing around it that protects them. That's really interesting. Some people have been fucked over by evolution, but not oranges, I don't think. That's why I find this spot really interesting. Like, that's where the stem is. But why does it look like a butthole? Like, seriously. Okay, now it's been 17 minutes. Okay, check this out. This doesn't really relate, but I got this little microphone, as you can see. Helps with the audio a little bit. But I've gone through 2 other smaller microphones that the first one I got from Walmart for $20, and it looked pretty high quality. You know, the box has a good design on it. It seems like they know what they're talking about. And it's the same size I wanted. I like the aesthetic of it. I don't think it would really bring too much attention to itself. It would just help the quality of the video out. But the audio quality was horrendous on it. It was so bad. Never get Bower microphones. Then I got this same brand. It's Hollyland Lark A1. But I got the wrong adapter that you put into your phone that connects this little microphone here to my phone. I got the USB-C, which is, I think, for older iPhone devices, so it couldn't actually connect it. So I had to pack it up, and then now I got to bring it to Amazon after this. The Amazon warehouse after this. So another big struggle with me is just slowing down. I talk too fast, and then it's a little incoherent what I'm trying to say. It's another stepping stone of this video. Everything you do, it all adds up to something. You take time to practice, you'll get better at it. And even if you don't, you can use that experience to have some sort of positive impact on your life. It could benefit you in some ways. And the same could be said about eating oranges. Okay, football, water, how we treat oranges. With bananas, you know, monkeys like eating bananas, right? And when you see an apple, oftentimes a worm is digging inside of it, like on clip art or something, you know? I don't think there's any animal that closely connects itself to oranges or likes to eat oranges? I don't think there is. It's citrusy, it's tangy. Like, what kind of animals would want to eat that in the wild? I had a rabbit a long time ago. He liked apples and bananas, but he didn't like oranges. It's really interesting, actually. What's up with that? Capybaras like watermelons. Bears like honey. Like, even that's weird. Bears like honey. And fish, but like no one likes oranges. They got to build up like some sort of lore. I feel like the orange lore is really empty compared to other fruits out there. And for how commonly you see oranges in the store, you know, they don't have any story attached to them. Apples and worms, peaches, and that connotations, and the bananas too. What if I just did a half hour? Because I'm really getting burnt out. Oh my goodness. And I want to come back here and do the same thing again. Like, if I knew if there was an orange tree around here somewhere, I could just drive there and see what it looks like for reference. You can't just plant orange. There's no orange seeds, is there? There can't be. So how do you grow oranges? Because apples have seeds inside of them. Then I think you just plant them and then they grow into trees, right? But there's no seeds in here. So how do you grow oranges? Do I have any stories related to oranges? It's the color orange. I think I picked the worst item for today, to be honest. It's for the first one. Like, there's not much you could say about it. It's sort of spherical. Oh, and when it gets old, it starts to get some mold on it and turn green. There's a part of it that is on this side, but it's really, really faint. But you should be able to see it on the camera. But that's just the outer shell. It's still got a fair amount of shelf life left. Why do things mold? It's like oxidized copper, Just the oxygen kills it off, makes it green. It's not the same thing as this, though, but is it? I guess the tree is their lifeline. When you cut it off, it can only last for so long. This is horrible. I don't know how Daniel Henschel did it. This is horrendous. And I can't just sit here in silence either. But oranges. Octavius Orange. Mr. Orange. There's probably some cartoon characters named after oranges. or at least the color orange. Oh, my favorite color used to be orange in like 7th grade. I thought it was like a quirky color because it used to be light blue and then dark blue for the longest time. And I thought, what if I just went the whole other way around and did something totally different? It's like an entirely different vibe. So I stuck to orange for a while, but then I felt that it was too quirky. Now I'm trying to be too different. Even though I really just like the color, I was kind of getting sick of it. Because you can't, it's hard to wear the color orange, to be honest. You got to really know your complementary colors and actually have those strange colors in your wardrobe to wear orange, I feel like. And especially this color of orange, like you'll be a highlighter kid, like how I used to be with the Under Armour sweatshirts, you know? It's not generally a good look, and it's like you're peacocking in the worst way possible by wearing a stupid sweatshirt, especially if it was orange. Like, you can't really match that. When you're wearing a sweatshirt, right, at least with jackets, you can have layers, and then you could have like some sort of relationship with each other, you know? There's more stuff going on, more elements to your wardrobe. Sweatshirts you can't do anything with. They're comfortable, but especially now I don't wear sweatshirts at all unless I go to the gym, because it doesn't really matter in the gym. When I take it out, I can't just unzip the sweatshirt, right? I got to take it off through my head, and my hair is it requires high maintenance, right? So I got to really keep it in the best condition I can, so I don't risk it getting all messed up just by taking my shirt on and off, you know what I mean? But yeah, I thought the color orange was too quirky, so I think I switched to blue again, and then maybe red. The color red is a really passionate color. I thought blue was too sad, even though it's like light blue is like the boy color, you know, boy or girl for the what do you call those things? The gender reveal parties, you know, where they set off these colored fireworks inside their houses and then create these big fires, and then a lot of property damage for a gender reveal party. That's some crazy stuff. That's something my dad would probably do too, to be fair. And me too, soon at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, the color red's a really strong, passionate color. It could be very good things, or it could mean very good things or very bad things. So I thought it had some really good variety, you know, depending on how I felt. Orange didn't really mean anything besides, like, it didn't mean anything. And if anything, it was kind of gross. It was like a blank canvas. But every color is. What am I trying to say? Orange isn't related to anything. Like, it doesn't have anything in common with anything. It's like the weirdest color. Red means a whole lot. Blue means a whole lot. Green, like, obviously. I guess the fall, the leaves turn into brown, but not really orange. I think both orange and purple you barely see out in the wild or naturally. Like, they're not man-made colors or anything, but we really try to bring this thing into the world of color and make it seem like it has a purpose. And it does have a purpose, but it's not as special as every other thing on that spectrum, you know what I mean? It's definitely a little less than mid, the color orange. Then I had a phase where I liked the color black and then white. And now I'm on to gray. It's a great middle ground. And the middle ground is gray. Because if black is the fullness of color, what is the emptiness? Find a good mix. And the thing is with gray is that I can move the scale more white or more black for today. Then with that, I have more flexibility. There's more potential with the color gray. I could say my favorite color is gray one day and it's a little darker. One day it's a little lighter. We've reached the halfway mark. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like there's nothing to do here. I'm more than happy to read critical comments. That's probably the best thing you could possibly do to help me out. Right? But seriously, if you think you can do something like this better than me, I really want to see you do that. I couldn't just study Daniel Henschel do it because he's like a schizophrenic comedian where he just tweaks out during his videos and smacks his head, and he has this one where he just painted himself all different colors. The best one was I got fired for the color of my skin, and then he was colored really bright blue and talked about the capitalist machine and how the capitalist machine wants you to be what they want you to be. You get the idea. I couldn't really explain that correctly. But he never painted himself orange. The closest thing to that was yellow and gold. Why do you think he skipped the color orange? It's not that special. Now, maybe he did do orange, to be fair. Did he? I don't know if he did, but I can't check. That's too bad. This is the worst. Okay, try for 5 minutes. Could you do this realistically? If I wanted to get better at social speaking skills or public speaking skills, learning how to orally narrate stories or bring my thoughts and ideas up here to my mouth and then relay it to you in a way that you can understand them. This kind of helps with that, right? But if I really wanted to get better at doing all those things, I could have just fucking took classes or something. This is a start and it's kind of, I don't hate it. I can't stop smiling. I think it's the stupidest thing. But a whole lot of stuff that you think isn't stupid is probably stupid. It's all about perspective. And that's absolutely true. Like going to the mall to buy clothes. If you have 3 pairs of clothes, three set outfits, you don't need to go out and buy clothes. You're wasting your money. That's stupid. But also, maybe you want to feel more comfortable. You need more clothes for different environments you want to go in. How about, no. Going to see concerts, right? A lot of people think that's a dumb idea. You just burn hundreds of dollars for 3 hours of watching some random guy do a performance on a stage. He doesn't know you, he doesn't care about you. He's money farming you. You're the cattle. This man is your idol, right? Some people would say that's stupid, but maybe it's worth that amount of money. Maybe it is worth that kind of money to some people. It's all about that perspective. Like if I got to see Drake one day, maybe, or Mr. Beast, but I kind of fell off that whole thing. Mr. Beast peaked when it was just him, Chris, Chandler, Jake the Viking, and the other 2 people. And Mr. Beast would just put the challenges with all of his friends, and then they would do stupid stuff, and then winner gets $10,000. And Chandler would never win any of those challenges. So one day he did, and then he got $50,000 in pennies. Or maybe it was $1 bills, but that was a good day. But back onto oranges. That was a long rant away from this, a big removal. The color orange. The color orange. I think less of the color now because of that phase where I liked it. Because I don't like who I was during that phase. Like, I didn't fully like the color just because I thought it was quirky. I genuinely liked the color. And it was something that I had never really appreciated until that point. So I thought, why not try this thing out? I'll try to get more Under Armour shirts. And that was just the whole entire thing. I wanted to try out liking it, and I did like it because I'd never appreciated it before. But a couple years later, again, I realized that maybe it didn't deserve my appreciation. It was that way for a reason. It's a really boring color. Which is crazy to say, because these are a really interesting fruit. Really, really tangy. Sometimes when you have an orange and those juices, pause for the whole next 10 seconds. When those juices get down into your gums, and it makes your face go like, like do that thing, because it's like, ugh. No other fruit can do that like oranges can. You really get a kick out of it. Like, seriously. What's up with that? Why do our taste buds do that? Why do they respond and react to what's ever in this? Especially if it's good for us, you know what I mean? It's acidic, right? There's someone walking out there. Oh, they were playing, I think, the tennis against the wall. But if our bodies don't like this, because, I don't know, why is that? Like, why does anything happen? Like, how are you able to see this? How does this make any sense? Okay, look. I'm talking through this, right? How can you hear it? Right in your ears. I was doing this maybe a couple hours, days, or years ago. And you get to see me in my car at this point in time. It's like you captured this moment in amber and then cracked it open whenever you wanted. How is that even possible? Why the hell do you get the certain sensations from eating oranges that you do? Why is that? It makes no sense. Nothing makes any sense. Like, you could say science kind of makes it make sense, but like, it really doesn't, because science changes like every couple hundred years. Like, it was Einstein and Isaac Newton totally fucking changed the world, just revolutionized it. He based his findings off of what? No, it was Isaac Newton and then Einstein. Yeah, okay. You use information from the past to create new things and get new ideas, and it keeps getting more and more bigger, better, right? That's the second time I dropped it. But the more things you know, the more you start to question what you believe to be true in the past. So I think that's just going to keep happening until literally everything we do is just entirely, like, everything we believe right now probably isn't true. Like, I don't know. I don't even know where to start with that. But I'm just saying, record this and send it to some scientist. Maybe he'll agree a couple hundred years in the future. They'll come up with new ideas and theories that will totally prove everything that we believe to be true as not the case. Like, let's say there's a lightning storm and then thunder strikes the church bell during the, I don't know, let's say 14th century Europe. The church ran the state. Everyone was like, God's on top, people are bad. If you don't want to go to hell, you better be good for God. So that means being good for your religious leaders. They say God did that. We can't, there wasn't even, they didn't even consider any scientific reasoning. It was like, okay, the thunder struck the church bell. God did that. Okay. Oh, someone just shot this asshole that the religious leader didn't like. Oh, no, that wasn't him. God did that. Okay. I was opening up my cabinet and then some scissors fell and cut my leg a little bit. God did that. It wasn't me. I wasn't being stupid. I wasn't being careless. God did that. But then we were like, hey, what if it was gravity? You know? Was it Isaac Newton? It must have been first. Yeah, Isaac Newton with the apple. Einstein was like, he made calculus. He made calculus or something. I get those two mixed up. Okay, how big was that rant? Because I totally just forgot I was talking about on Orange for a while. 40 minutes left. I might just dig into this when there's 5 or 10 minutes left and just give myself a break and just decompress with this thing. Actually enjoy the fruits of my labor. Could you imagine that? Oh my goodness. Look, in school, there was this one time, I think it must have been around Christmas, where they made us play a stupid game where they would give you an Oreo, you put it on your forehead, and then try to guide it down into your mouth. And if you ate it, it tasted so much better than how it would have tasted if you just ate it normally straight from the box. You felt immense satisfaction because you really felt like you earned it. But even if you weren't thinking about that fact, it would just taste better altogether. It's like, it must be like a subconscious thing, like rewarding yourself. But I wasn't even thinking about how good it would feel, how satisfying it would feel. It just felt satisfying throughout my whole being. It was crazy. Could you imagine if you had to do that every time you had to eat, every time you wanted to eat an orange, how better they would taste? If I were to eat this orange in the car, I have to get my hands dirty. And I don't know if I'm willing to do that, but I have some tissues. I might got to blow my nose my nose soon too, so I don't know if I want to do that on camera. But I've done worse things on camera. Pause. Not really, but 17 minutes. God did that. That's so crazy. I might just start saying that. That's so funny. That's the truest thing, though. That really happened, bro. Oranges. Like, what else can I possibly talk about? What else can I possibly say? I hope to God you can actually hear me with this thing. I could have got an orange shirt, but I don't think I have any. No, I definitely do, but there's a logo on it that I can't share. Won't go in depth. It's like a location. And that's like doxing myself. But that would have been a good idea. And I gotta stop fucking dropping it if I'm gonna eat it. But does it really matter? I might beat up all the stuff inside of it. But all the bacterial germs and negative stuff on the outside, It's not really breaking into the nucleus, all the good stuff, where all the action's happening. So I think either way, it's going to be fine. But there's really there's some gravel caught in it now because it was on the freaking floor. I gotta wait like 5 more minutes, maybe 10. It's sort of dry out. It's sort of dry out today, so I'm really thinking that citrusy flavor is gonna feel so good. And I haven't had a sip of water today. I knew I should have brought some. I thought about it the second before I left, but for some reason I just didn't bring it. I always have water in my car. I never brought it today. Like the one time where I'm gonna be talking for a freaking hour straight. I gotta stop swearing too. And stop saving myself by saying frickin'. Every time you do it, you get better. And even if you don't, you learn more things. It's no biggie. Anything orange colored in here? No. Got an air tag. I should probably connect this right now, actually. Little unboxing. I thought I might okay, slow down, relax. Really got to slow down. Like I said, I always had a problem with that growing up. But I'm not going to beat myself up too bad about it because I really haven't drank water in a while. My throat's getting dry. What was I even saying? I don't know. Now I'm getting spaced out. Oh my God. Just thank God I'm doing this. I'm really happy I'm doing this. Just something to do. I don't always want to go out every single day and do something crazy. Like just pick up a new thing and then see how it goes. And if it's not good, just get rid of it, bro. It's no biggie. It's no biggie because you use that experience to better yourself later. I'm telling you, bro. Just do it. Quit shutting around. Two minutes left. Orange, 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 orange. Oh, red pandas. They're not red, they're fucking orange. I swore again! I need water. I need to try. Hold up. Could you imagine if this was a green screen? My goodness. Oh, my nose is running too. Okay, maybe beyond just better researching of my topics and thinking of my stories I'm gonna tell, I gotta better prepare my being here. Bring water. If I'm gonna eat the orange, I should probably show you it happening. But maybe it's too soon. I got 10 minutes left. Oh man, we can just analyze this for a second. We talked about the show. Look at this. I feel a little bad taking some words from the YouTuber Daniel Henschel, but he said, I probably forgot what he said, what he talked about it, but it has this is it. It has insulation on the inside of it. Just like the insulation in your house. Like, it can control the air, bro. For a fruit, it's an orange. It doesn't exist. It's not alive like how we're alive, but in a way it is. We mimic stuff like this in our own homes, in our own lives. Insulation, protection. like comfortability. It makes you last longer. Pause. Like, that's really interesting. I'm really getting thirsty. I don't know if I can hold out for too long. Pause, bro. Insulation. And then we talk about the cream of the crop, the actual core. These guys, okay, Tesla just pulled up. They might play that wall tennis too, who knows. Check that out. They look really bad on camera, but they're actually a really great color. Like, why does this happen? It comes in like, well, these aren't manufactured, I don't think. I don't hope, halos. Oranges are very, very natural. They just pick them off the trees and then bring them to you. Unless they inject some, like, tracking device. You know, Invincible, the show? The government in that show puts this chemical inside of tap water, and then that makes the general public unable to see certain things that the government can just, like, have around. Like, a fighter jet is in the sky, but it's painted with some sort of material, orange material. But you can't see it because you drank that chemical that they put into the tap water. How about that? Let's eat this orange. It seriously tastes so good. You can hear my throat getting more hoarse too. Like, how could I forget water? This is amazing. It's just like during the half. What the fuck do you call that? It's not the halftime show. First quarter, half, third quarter. You just call it halftime, bro. That's it. It's not the halftime show. Wow. Football during halftime. I was getting exhausted. I've been playing for a bit. I needed a quick boost. The moms gave us some oranges. It's just like that. Look how it comes full circle. Like, it's actually mad good. I had a couple of these. Actually, I didn't want to take an orange from the dining hall and bring it to my house here to make a video on it, because I totally forgot that we had him in the dining hall. I called my mom. I'm going to be home here at this point, at this time, on this day, you know. And she asked, what do you want for food shopping? I said, get a bag of halos. The only reason I said that is so I can get this one halo for this video, when I could have just easily got it from a friend's house. And I definitely could have. Like yesterday, I contacted a few people. They said they have oranges and bananas, and I already had those two. Such a silly way of going about things. But either way, these are really good. We got 6 minutes left. Oh, I forgot what I was going to talk about originally. Because my mom bought those things, like I asked, thank God. God bless you. God bless you, Mom. These are really good. I didn't like them that much. I've been so accustomed to drinking orange juice, I forgot how it tastes to eat the real thing and the texture that comes with it. I wasn't used to it at first, and also it's not some good soul food like a banana. A banana isn't really, what's the word for it? Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. Oh no. I can't think of it. It's not a demanding presence, a banana. Oranges demand your attention. They're acidic, they're tangy. you seriously get a kick out of them. The only thing that really you feel with bananas is the texture. Not texture, I guess, but how mushy it could be. Right, that's its main feature. When you eat it, that's the first thing you recognize. With oranges, though, their texture is really interesting, especially on the inside. Hopefully you could look deeply at it. It's hard to really tell, but like there's some lumps that go out and some that don't. What's up with that? Like, what's the big idea? But the halos I had the past couple of days, I didn't like too much. But this one is amazing. I think because I'm so thirsty in this video, it's rewarding. So tomorrow, I got time tomorrow. Banana, apple. The light's shining right in my face. It's still there. I don't know which one I'm going to pick. I feel like I should tell you this before I hit an hour, and then who knows what's going to happen after that. Yo, my hair really fell off. What happened to me? Now it's all fluffy. Oh man, it's really fluffy. Fluffy orange? Fluffy orange? When they get really bad mold, they get fluffy. Whoa. Like, that's no joke. Ew, that's disgusting. Like, that's really bad. That's really bad, bro. I'm so fried. It's so over. I'm probably gonna pick an apple. I think banana is gonna be the easiest one by far. Originally, I thought of doing the banana first because it was the easiest, but I've thought about making that video far more than the orange, so it wouldn't feel right. And I really wanted to just throw myself out into the wolves here, see how I'd fare. And I think I did pretty decently, at least while I'm still doing it actively. I guess I might have a whole different reaction, a whole new list of criticisms and things to improve on when I actually watch it back. We'll have to see. Any special shout outs? I gotta blow my nose. Like, I was looking forward to a shout out on this hour-long orange talk. Like, who's gonna get to 58 minutes and 27 seconds? That's so insane. You know what? Oh, no, I can't do it. Maybe next time, okay? Maybe next time. Anyone who comments today, before the next video comes out, you might get a special shout out. I'm giving you a really good incentive here. The orange really, it can really bring us all together. It's more than just something you pluck off of a tree, shove down your mouth just so you can survive. It has dietary benefits. Sometimes it's just the exact taste you want for that specific moment. Just like with gum, you share it with other people, you make connections. Show love through fruit. Don't hoard. Don't keep everything to yourself. Share it with the world. You don't need all that stuff, mud. I'm so done. Oh no! Never mind. I thought the orange, how do you explain it? I thought this bit of the orange was getting stuck to the paper and that would have been nasty, but it didn't do that. We hit an hour. I'll just finish this and then we'll be done. Well, we already finished. I mean, I had a pretty good concluding statement on that. Oh, I'm afraid to do it. I think they're too small, but you know those if you look up person smiling with an orange in their mouth, it was like, you know, they had like an orange in there. Something like that. I tried doing that growing up, but I could never do it right. That's really bad for your teeth. Oh my God. Yo. Acidic stuff. Gatorade, oranges, other stuff. It's bad for your teeth. You gotta, every time after you have, I forgot, the microphone's here. Every time after you have an orange, you drink a little bit of Gatorade, you have a cookie, your teeth really feel it. I had to get some cavities totally destroyed in the past year. I was put on that funny gas. It was really a great time, but my God, the next couple of days. Although it's really good for you, it's not good for your teeth. Just rinse out your mouth with water. I'm telling you. And that's all. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.